Since 1998, the world has been graced by the presence of a funky little Audi two-door coupe. It's called the TT. And some heady designers have had a hand in shaping this thing. You've heard of J. Mays, you've heard of Freeman Thomas, Peter Schreier had a hand on the inside. This car's been around for a while and it's inspired great looks on the road and good driving experiences behind the wheel. Now for 2016, this is the 2016 Audi TT. It's all new. When you look at it, you can still tell that it's the Audi TT, but if you look closely, you can see that it is indeed updated. Up front, you have this new single frame grille. The headlights are LED units. Out back, the taillights are full LED units. When you really see some changes too, the shoulder line, flat and steady, but it touches into the fender right there. So it's still very much an Audi TT, which is good because this is a very recognizable and popular shape, but it's been updated. Under the hood of the Audi TT, you're going to find a 2-liter inline turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It's good for 220 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque, and it's paired with a 6-speed S-tronic dual-clutch gearbox. Now, Audi quotes a time from 0 to 60 of 5.3 seconds, which isn't bad. That's fine for the non-performance variant of the family. However, there is the TTS out there, which pushes power to 292 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque, and you can bet it gets to 60 far more quickly. If you like the styling on the outside, you're probably going to love the styling on the inside. Audi really kicked it up a notch in here, and you can see the direction that the brand is going with the rest of its models as well. You've got available Nappa leather on the seats, you've got this great silver finish trim, you've got a really clean layout design because they've eliminated the center stack here. The HVAC controls are actually integrated into the dials themselves. You've got Audi's excellent virtual cockpit system, so all your information is right here. You see as much or as little as you need to see. You've also got the MMI touch system down here as well, and it's the latest generation of it, so it's going to work really well. It should, at least. One of the hallmarks of this new Audi TT is the driving experience. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I'm so excited to be in the base level TT. I want to drive the S version, and I have driven it, and it's awesome. However, this base one is surprising because the chassis is excellent. The steering is really good. That 220 horsepower does a really good job of motivating this down the road. The gearbox is perfectly suited to the task at hand. Additionally, this car is fitted with Audi's Drive Select system, so you can put it in comfort mode, you can put it in dynamic mode, you can individualize it where you get to choose a couple different options and make the ride a little bit more comfortable but the engine more responsive. Stuff like that that really enhances the driving experience. Now, this is an Audi, so it's fitted with Quattro all-wheel drive, but it's the latest generation of Quattro all-wheel drive. One thing I really like about this car is when you put it into dynamic mode, it will actually do rear-wheel bias in the all-wheel drive system, so it makes the driving experience that much more fun. Now, if you want to get an Audi TT, you have a choice between coupe and roadster. I'm not a roadster guy myself, but it is sharp looking as a convertible. The base price is just under $43,000. This one, as tested, is $50,000. These things get expensive fairly quickly. The interesting thing about the Audi TT is there isn't really direct competition. Sure, there are other coupes on the market, but none of them are as arty and quirky as this one. This is the Audi TT. It's kind of been on its own little island out there for a while, since 1998, and it's still that way. You're really competing about which version of Audi TT you want. Now, the base version is going to be excellent for a lot of people. I really like the S. It was shockingly good to drive on some of my favorite curvy roads. If you're a really performance enthusiast minded though, wait for the RS. There's one coming with an inline turbocharged 5-cylinder engine that should make tons of horsepower and blow the S out of the water. And pair that engine with this already great chassis and you're gonna have a winner. But for now, this base version gets the job done.